Hello students, welcome to our virtual classroom. I'm your English teacher. I'm going to help you to study your English. Okay students, today we are going to do a lesson from Unit 14. The text is about some place, a place where you go to visit some animals, some wildlife animals, or you want to visit there for different ideas about wildlife. Okay, I'll give you ideas about what we are going to read about with the picture. Can you see the picture now? Yes. What is the picture about? What does it remind to you? Yes, definitely you are guessing it, right? This is the picture of a place where animals are enclosed, animals are kept, and you want to visit there for looking at those animals closely with your open eyes. And you enjoy that, right? Yes. Have you been to this place? Look at the picture. You can see the gate here. Have you been there? Yes. With your friends, with your family members, you visit it on your holidays, right? Yes, we call this place zoo, okay? Yes, so this is our zoo located in Kathmandu Valley, right? So if you have not visited, you will be able to visit, you will be able to see different animals if you visit this place. If you are planning there, if you are planning to go there, you will see different animals, birds, and different play things there. You will enjoy water boating and so on. Okay, students? Now we have this text about zoo visiting by the friends like you. Okay, students? Now let me show you the first page of your Unit 14 from your book. The title is Excursion to the Zoo. What is the meaning of excursion? Do you know, students? What is the meaning of the word excursion? Excursion means a short trip or short journey for learning or for enjoying in that place. And we have here a picture on your book. Look at the picture below. What do you see there? And what do you think the animals are? Why do you think the animals are kept there? And what might be the purpose? Can you tell it to your friends? Okay, yes, you can see there, that is a zoo, and there are different animals in the zoo, and you also see animal cages. You can see the cages here. These are called cages or enclosure. And these are, or the zoo is, made, or animals are kept for fun to people. That can be your answer. And another purpose or reason for making a zoo or keeping animals inside the cage can be for education purpose. You can go there and you can learn about the animals, right? And what can be the other reasons or purpose for keeping the animals in the zoo? For conservation of wildlife, right? Animals which are endangered, we can keep them like tiger, different type of deers. We can keep them and keep them safe inside this zoo, and we can watch them for a long time. Okay? Okay, students, these can be the reasons. Well, let's look at the now words from your book, the words that may appear in the text. Let's pronounce these words first. The first word is assign. Can you pronounce this? Assign. Yes. Another word is based on. Yes, based on. Another word, in addition to. Once again, in addition to. Another word is task. Say it again, task. Good. Another word is grassland. Once again, grassland. Yes, you are right. And the word is case. A case. Another word is horrible. Can you try it once again? Horrible. Yes, you are right. Another last word is aquarium. Can you try? Aquarium. Yes, you are right. Okay, students, now let's look at their meanings. Assign means giving someone a task, giving work, a job. And based on means related to, having relation to something, based on. Another word, in addition to, means when you use or when you want to say some other things. When you mention some other things, you can say in addition to this, and you add another thing. Another word, task, means something you do, something you have been asked to do. And grassland means area where grass grows. Okay? You have seen a lot of grassland around you. You need grassland for grazing your cows, right? Okay, another word, cage, means something in which birds and animals are kept. Or we can also call enclosure. Okay, that is an enclosure where animals are kept and they cannot go outside of it. Okay, another word is horrible. Horrible means something that brings feelings of horror, or that is unpleasant, that is not nice. Okay, students? And the last word, aquarium, means the vessel or tank where we keep fish for decoration. Have you got an aquarium in your home? Yes, some of you might have, right? Okay, students, we have these words in the text. Now I will make it even clearer here with the pictures of those words, related pictures of those words. Let's look at the pictures. Okay, students, are you ready? Let's look at these. Okay, assign means giving a task or job. Look at here, the person is assigning jobs or giving some tasks. So the person is assigning different things to do. Another word is based on. We can say, yes, based on a true story or a story about someone. Okay, based on means related to some place, some person. Okay, so we often hear that the story is based on the reality or some person. You can say that. Another word is in addition to. In addition to means more about, additionally, again, along, also, and, else, either, and so on. It means you are adding extra thing. For example, in addition to coloring, I did the, I did drawing of the another animals, or I did write the name of the animal. In addition to coloring, you can write the name. That is the another thing you did. Okay, students, another word we learned is task. Task means different things. Look at this picture. Here you can see a lot of tasks in his hand, someone's hand. So he's doing a lot of calculations. These are tasks. And grassland, as we said, grassland is easy. We have grass on the land. Okay, look at this picture. Another word is cage. Cage means an enclosure where animals and birds are kept so that they cannot go away. Okay, students? Another word is horrible. Horrible means unpleasant. Look at this picture. It is not nice, right, to see. So horrible means it doesn't look good, it doesn't sound good, it doesn't smell good, it doesn't taste good. So that means horrible. Okay, another word is aquarium. Here you can see this is the picture of an aquarium where water animals can be kept. You can put fish there for decoration of your house. Okay, students, these are the meanings and their pictures. Now we are going to look at the questions from the text. Okay, students, this is at the beginning of your text, we have some questions to look at and answer it orally. When did the students go to the zoo? Here, when means time. You have to look at the time when the students went there. When did they go? Another one is, what was the task given to grade 2? Okay, task, as we said, is the job or work to do for grade 2. Now let's look at the text. The title is At the Zoo. Okay, students, At the Zoo is your title. Now we have the picture and then text here. The first paragraph says, on 12th of November, students of Vishwamitra School went for a visit to the zoo. Can you get the answer from here now? When did the students go to the zoo? Yes, can you see the time here? Where is the time? Yes, 12th of November. On 12th of November is the answer here on the first sentence. And second question is, what was the task given to grade 2? Let's look at the second sentence. The students of different classes were assigned different tasks. Here, the different classes are given different jobs, different works to do. Now, it asks you to answer what was given to grade 2. So, let's look at different classes. And let's look at grade 2. What is the task given to grade 2 here? Okay, here is the grade 2, which we are looking for. Let's see what are they going to do. The students were also given a sheet of paper with outline drawings. In addition to coloring, they were also asked to write the names of the animals. They also had to write down what the animals and birds ate. Look at the works here. They are doing first, coloring. They are also writing the names of the animals. Okay, students, now let's look at what the students of grade 2 going to do. The students were given a sheet of paper with outline drawings. In addition to coloring, they were also asked to write the name of the animal. The students were given an outline of drawing, and they were asked to write the name of the animal. They also had to write down what the animals and birds ate. So here, coloring, writing the name, and writing the food name were the tasks given to grade 2 students. Look at the question again. What was the task given to grade 2? Now, can you answer? What are the tasks? Yes, coloring, writing the name, and writing the food name. Okay, students? Yes, you are right. Now, this is the, these are the questions from the first or beginning of your text. Now, let's read the text from the beginning. Okay, students? On 12th of November, the students of Vishwamitra School went for a visit to the zoo. The students of different classes were assigned different tasks. Now let's look at the different tasks given to different classes from grade 1 to 5. Grade 1, the students were given a sheet of paper with outline drawings of various birds and animals. They were asked to fill colors in those pictures. Grade 2, the students were also given a sheet of paper with outline drawings. In addition to coloring, they were asked to write the name of the animal. They also had to write down what the animals and birds ate. Okay, grade 1 students were coloring the outline drawing of birds and animals, and grade 2 students were also given the outline drawing, and they were asked to color that and name the animal and then write down what they ate. Okay, students? Now let's look at the other classes and their tasks. Grade 3 students, they were, the students of grade 3 had different tasks. They had different tasks from the grade 1 and 2. They were asked to make a list of animals and birds. They were asked to make a list of animals and birds. They also had to write where these animals and birds lived. Grade 4 students were asked to make a list of animals and birds again, and the list was based on which part of the country or the world the animal lived. For example, mountain region of Nepal, grassland of Africa, and so on. So what are the tasks here for grade 3? They are making the list of animals and birds and where they lived. Is it water? Is it land? Is it tree? They had to write the names of the place where they lived. And grade 4 students also were asked to make the list of the animals and birds, and they had to make the groups of the animals based on which part of the country they are from, or the world they are from, or they lived. Okay? Now let's look at the task for grade 5. Students of grade 5 had to group the animals according to where they lived. Let's look at where animals live. Arboreal, terrestrial, aquatic, amphibian, avian. Okay, animals are grouped into different categories according to where they live. First one is arboreal, that means animals that live on the trees. Okay, students, do you remember the animals that live on the trees? Yes, for example, monkey. Yes, arboreal animals are those animals who would like to live on the trees. And terrestrial animals that are those animals that live in the forest and grassland. Or you can even say lands. They live on land. For example, forest land, grassland. Another type of animals are aquatic animals. They are called water animals also. They live in water. Okay? So we call that aquatic. Amphibian animals are those kind of animals which like to live in both land and water. You can imagine a frog. Okay, a frog can live inside water or on the land. Okay, students. Avian are those animals that can fly. Okay, students, they can fly. Okay, now let's see them in detail. Okay, what kind of animals are they? Let's have a look at the animals and let's find out what kind of animals are these. Can you guess, students, where they live here? Look at these pictures. They are hanging on trees. They are sitting on a branch of the tree. You can see here. So they are called arboreal. So arboreals are those animals that live on the trees. And another type of animals are terrestrials. What are the, what kind of animals are called terrestrials? Those animals that like to live on the forest and grassland. Look at these animals. Giraffe, a bunny, you can see elephant, tiger. These are the terrestrial animals. They like to live in the grassland or forest. Another type of animals are, these kind of animals. You can see here. Can you guess the type of or group of, group name? What kind of animals are they? As I said earlier, aquatic animals, they like to live in water. Okay, so these are the animals that like to live in the water. For example, fish, you can see seal, lobster, starfish, tuna, octopus, seahorse, and so on. These are the animals living inside water. Another type of animal is, living in both land and water. What is the name? Do you remember, students? They are called amphibian. Yes, you are right. They are animals that live both on land and water. Yes, you are right. Now, let's look at the last type of animals. And they like to fly. They can fly. What is the name for these animals? Do you remember? Yes, it is avian. Avian animals can fly. Okay, students, now we have known about their categories, about their groups. Now let's look at the text again, more other text. They also had to make a drawing of one animal from each type. The students had to, make drawings of each animal and each type of these animals. All the students reached the zoo at 10 o'clock. The students reached at 10 o'clock and they entered the gate and looked around. Have you been to zoo again, once in your life? So once you enter the gate of the zoo, what do you see? Okay, there are fountains, there are water fountains, there are animals, there are playgrounds, right? Let's look at what are they looking there. As they entered the gate and looked around, all of them had something to do. So they started walking according to their class. You have to walk according to the class. And first, it was the animals. First, what did you see? You also saw animals, right? Yes. And the students here also saw the animals. They stopped in front of the cage or enclosure. Cage is the place where animals are, closed or kept. And they stopped, in front of the cage. And some students started filling colors, putting colors like this, and while others started taking notes, others started taking information from that animals. Okay, another thing they did were they saw some deer and monkeys. And once you enter the zoo, you can see a lot of deer, right? Haven't you seen this? Yes. And the monkeys, there was a huge hippo. Have you seen a hippo? You can see this here. Here is the picture. And they saw a huge hippo near the pond. Some people were riding on the boats. You can ride boats on the pond. And people were riding on the boat. Some others were going around the zoo on the back of an elephant. You can also ride on the back of elephant. And there were people riding on the back of the elephant. And then they reached the most exciting part of the zoo. Okay, they reached at the most exciting part of the zoo. That was the tiger enclosure. Do you think this is the most exciting part of the zoo? Which part of the zoo did you find most exciting? Okay, we most of us like to see tiger, right? They are beautiful, they are dangerous, so we like them. So they also found that was the exciting part of the zoo, the tiger enclosure. They stopped a long time and looking at the tiger. There was also a bear. There was also a bear cage nearby. Oh, the horrible smell. From the bear cage, there was unpleasant smell. Did you notice that? Well, while you visited there, yes, there is a bad smell from the enclosure of the bear. Okay, students, now let's look at the other part where they went. And when they came away from the tiger enclosure, when they got away from the tiger enclosure, they turned right and saw rhinos, wild buffaloes, and leopard. Okay, have you seen rhinos, buffaloes, and leopard as well? Yes, you must have seen that if you have visited there. There were also some hyenas laughing at each passerby. Hyenas are like wild dogs. They were laughing at each passerby. The zoo has a separate bird section. Have you seen the bird section? Okay, birds are kept in another side of the zoo, right? You have seen. So there is another separate section for bird. where you can observe many beautiful birds here. Observe many birds there. There are beautiful birds like the peacock and our national bird, Lophophorus. Okay, have you seen peacock? Yes, this is one of the most beautiful birds, right? And Lophophorus as well. Okay, now let's see the last part of our text. Outside the bird section, once you get out, of the section, bird section, you can see a huge aquarium. Students saw a huge aquarium with many different types of aquatic animals. You can see here aquatic animals. And after that, they again came back to the main gate. You came again back to the main gate where you entered. And they had made a full circle of the zoo. Okay, did you do the same thing when you visited zoo? Yes, once you enter from the zoo, you go, start from the left side and go around and watch the different animals and birds and aquatic animals and come back to the gate and you make a full circle. Okay, students? Yes, you did the same thing. I did the same thing. Okay, and these students did the same thing. And they learned about different things. Okay, students, these are the information they, observed. Now, let's have a look at the, different exercises from our book. First exercise is to fill up the gaps from our book. Okay, exercise B here. You have to fill in with the information here. Let me read it aloud and please guess the answer. All the students reached the zoo at what time did they reach there? Can you guess? Yes, they reached at 10 o'clock. Yes. And there were a huge near the pond. What was near the pond? What was huge near the pond? Can you remember? Yes, it was a hippo near the pond. And some people were going around the zoo on the back of an, what was, the biggest animal there, and what was the people riding on? They were riding on an elephant. Yes, on its back people were going round. And they reached the most exciting part of the zoo, the tiger. What is the place where tiger is kept? You can say tiger enclosure, okay? Or cage, tiger enclosure. There were also some laughing at each passerby. What was laughing at each passerby who is passing or visitors? The animals were laughing. What kind of animal was that? They were hyenas. Yes, there were beautiful birds like peacock and our national bird. What is the name of our national bird? Do you know? Yes, it starts with L. Do you remember again? Yes, it's Lophophorus. You are right. They had made a fool of the zoo. What did they make when they went around the zoo? Do you remember what was made? They made a circle, right? Yes, you are absolutely right. We have completed this task. Now let's look at another exercise C, answering the question. Let me read it first. What was the task given to grade 1? We have already read about or answered the task about our grade 2. And what was the task for grade 1? Do you remember? Let me show you the piece of the paragraph here. The students were given a sheet of paper with outline drawings of various birds and animals. They were asked to fill colors in those pictures. What was the task? Yes, the task was coloring to fill colors in outline drawings of birds and animals. Another question is, what was the task given to grade 3? What was the task or job to do by grade 3? Okay, let me show you the picture here of the paragraph. Grade 3. Grade 3 students were asked to make make the list of the different animals and birds. They were also asked to write where these animals and birds lived. So the answer is the students were asked to make a list of birds and animals and write where they lived. Another question is, What was the task given to grade 4? Okay, let's read the piece. The students of grade 4 had to make a list of animals and birds. The list was based on which part of the country or the world the animal lived. For example, mountain regions of Nepal, grassland of Africa, and so on. So, the grade 4 students were asked to make a list of animals and birds and animals based on which part of the country or the world the animal lived. Okay, now let's continue to the question D. What is the task given to grade 5? Okay, can you see here? Okay, another questions. Let's read it first. What do these words mean? Arboreal, terrestrial, aquatic, amphibian, avian. Now let's read the piece of information here. Grade 5 students had to group animals according to where they live. Okay, so what is the answer? They had to, they are asked to group the animals according to where they lived. Okay, students. Now, what do these words mean? Arboreal means, look at here. They mean the animals that live on the trees, and terrestrial means the animals that live in the forest and grassland, and aquatic means animals that live in water, and amphibian means animals that live both on land and in water, and avian means animals that can fly. Okay, students, now we have done the exercises from your book. Now, let's once again check the meanings of the words. Assign means giving or giving tasks. For example, the students were assigned different tasks. And let's look at another word, based on. The list was based on, where the animals lived. You can say the list was based on where the animals came from. So this is the meaning or the use of this, words. In addition to, you can use it like this. In addition to coloring, they also had to name the animals. In addition to coloring, or more to the coloring, they had to again do another thing to name the animal. So you can use like this. And task means the job. For example, the students were assigned different tasks. Tasks means jobs to do. And grassland, let's look at here. The animals, or you can say the animals, terrestrial animals likes to live in grassland, you can say. Or you can say, a giraffe is an animal that lives in the grassland of Africa. Another word is case. You can say, I saw a bear case nearby the pond or nearby a tree, or you can say, you can use in your own way. A case is an enclosure where animals are kept. Another word is horrible. Horrible means unpleasant, not nice. So once you go nearby the bear case, you can smell a horrible smell. Okay, students? So you can say horrible. Another word is aquarium. Aquarium, you can say, once I got out from the bird section, I saw a huge aquarium with aquatic animals or with a lot of beautiful fish. Okay, students, this is how you can use these words. You can even use these words in your own words. You can say, our teacher assigned us different tasks. My story is based on my life. In addition to singing, I like dancing. I have many tasks to do at home. There are many cows on the grassland. There is a parrot in a small case. The sound of the elephant was horrible. Or I have an aquarium in my home. You can say like this, and you can use these words. Okay, students? Now we have come to the end of the lesson. Before we end our lesson, you can do this assignment. Write your experience about your visit to the zoo. If you have visited, you can write similar experience from where you entered and what did you see there, what animals you saw, which part you liked, and what do you remember the most, what did you enjoy most. And or if you have not visited, you can ask your teacher and your friend and write a paragraph about the Central Zoo in Kathmandu. Where is it located? What type of animals it has got, and how many animals, what type of animals are there, and what are the beautiful animals there. You can write describing the Central Zoo in Kathmandu. Okay, students, can you do this? Okay, please do it and show it to your teacher. Thank you so much, students, for watching this video. I hope it will help you a lot to learn this lesson. I will see you in the next video. See you. Goodbye. Thank you very much.